What it do? Adam Gerard. Let's get it. Man, today I want to talk about community love. And specifically, I want to speak to the young men throughout the United States, man, that's living in the projects, man. And the perception about giving back to the community. Whether a rapper or any type of field that you in, you know, what does it truly mean to give back? What does it truly mean to love where you come from and love your community? You know what I'm saying? And I'm just here to make it clear cut, man, that we have a mental disease in the projects. Speaking about the men in the projects, a mental condition um, based off attachment, attached to the place that you grew up in. You know what I'm saying? But but we not understanding you're also attached to poverty. You're you're attached to a low standard of living. You're attached to an area where there's no equity, there's no value, there's no substance. You're attached to a continuous cycle of poverty. So I wanna get some things clear to the young mind of, in this case, we're gonna be speaking about the rapper. You know what I'm saying? Because these are the main people that say basically like, man, if I ever blow up, man, I'm gonna come back, man. I'm gonna help my homie. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. That's great, but due to the psychological attachment that these young men have to their projects, it's more of a detriment than it is a positive, right? It's a negative. It's more of a negative than a positive. And so I'm here to tell the young dudes that's in the game, that inspiring rappers that say, man, when I blow up, I'm going to help my community. Man, you got to be careful what kind of community that you're going to try to be helping. Because when you living in the projects, due to the lack of resources around there, you wouldn't be able to um, um, build up equity, build up assets in a government-owned place. This shit is crazy right here. If we really think about it, the attachment has discombobulated the realities that these places are designed for a person to never make it. It was never designed for you to build up generational wealth, build up equity, build up assets. It was never meant to do that. You can't go outside of the projects, right outside the gate, then go across the street and thinking that you just gonna turn all these buildings and all of this stuff into a habitable place. And why would you want to make the projects look good? You see what I'm saying? So the the only way that a rapper can come back and give back to his community is to dress it up by with chains and foreign cars, and put some money in a couple of people's pockets. You're just dressing it up. You're not solving the problem and the conditions. So we gotta be real careful when we talking about community love. Like, I love where I come from. Do you love the bricks that you come from? Do you love the concrete, the asphalt, the parking lot, the raggedy sinks inside of the projects, the old tubs, these military bunkers that they haven't upgraded yet, bad plumbing, you know what I'm saying? The rent high, the bill, the rent low, the rent low, but the electricity bill high, the gas bill high, etc., etc. So we got to be real careful when we sitting there talking about how much you love your community. Also, um there's a common denominator when we're dealing with the thought process of a rapper. They share the same goals. And I think what has happened is a young man that's living in the projects, what's being viewed in media is not project success. The stories, the videos are not there. What's being pushed is this Midwest or this neighborhood type. You know what I'm saying? A life in neighborhoods. This is what we're seeing right now. So the success stories that we're seeing are based off neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? Communities that's not project centered. It's home base centered. And I think, man, I ain't gonna say jealousy or envy, but it's a wanting that young men in the project see that they, you know what I'm saying, they've missed out on, and they want a piece of that pie right there. So the visuals of urban areas, these YouTube videos where these guys got foreign cars out there, chains on, they in a wooded area, you know what I'm saying, because the visuals are coming from basically the South, you know what I'm saying. But see, the project mind doesn't understand that their level of communal love and wealth generating can't be applied to bricks and projects. Yes, you see what I'm saying? These are two different lives, man, that these people are living. But all rappers have the same common goal, is to give back to the community. See, in the neighborhood, with the young black male in the projects is lacking in is the understanding that these people are based around home ownership, land, property, lots. And so it's easier. It's more simpler to sit there and for them people to sit here and say, when I give back, when I blow up, I'm gonna give back to my community, and A, B, and C is gonna happen, and the shit will come into fruition because they already have a foundation, and this is not government owned places. And so the project rapper, he tries to put himself in that same scenario and think that when he blow up, he's going to be able to do these things. But he's not understanding these are government projects. It's impossible for you to do this. They will not let you do this. They will not let you buy the projects. They're not going to let you tear things down around the projects to make it look good. And like I said before, why would you want to fix the projects anyway? That belongs to the government. Fuck them projects and the government. I'm taking my community out. So as far as young rappers growing up in the projects, you got to reevaluate and stop looking at somebody else's pattern and think that it can apply to your pattern that you're trying to do and the things that you're trying to fix. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So we have to change the trajectory, and it's another thing too, and it's all by design. You know what I'm saying? Because the people that's living in the projects, that's all they want you to do is come back and dress it up. They don't want to go nowhere. They don't want to be nothing. They riding your back. See, man, we We see this, we saw this happen time and time again. Passing out turkeys and buying people stuff and throwing big parties and all that. It can get you killed. Don't nobody respect that. You know what I'm saying? When you in an impoverished area, man, everybody hand is out. If you don't feed everybody, then you always gonna have some haters in the cut. But besides the haters, man, even your loved ones, they just want you to dress the hood up, look good for that temporary moment. But guess what? The problem still exists. The poverty still exists. The lack of generational wealth still exists. There's no equity. There's no nothing. It will be impossible for you, young black man from the projects, man, to build your community up inside of a government institution, man. So we got to get out of that mind frame. Yeah, people that live in neighborhoods and all that, in rural areas where there's land to be bought, houses to be bought, things of that nature. That doesn't apply to us, man. And I'm speaking because I'm from the projects too. That doesn't apply to us, man. Our lifestyle, our whole way of thinking and living is different from them people, man. And there's no disrespect to them, man, because neighborhoods are ghettos too. You know what I'm saying? Projects is down the street from a neighborhood, but you can see the difference. You can see the difference. That's like out here in LA. Man, we got projects right here, then it's surrounded by houses. As soon as you step outside of the projects, now you into an area where people own their houses. You're gonna start seeing mobile homes. You're gonna start seeing boats in people's yards in these black communities. You know what I'm saying? So the assets and the value in the neighborhoods, the equity and everything is growing. It can grow. But when you sitting there talking about a 4 square cornered area gated off, talking about you gonna fix it, you gonna hook it up and all of that shit, man, you're delusional, man. You're living a fantasy of somebody that lives in the neighborhood. I'm gonna just keep it 100 with you, man. And it's like I said, it's no disrespect to the people in the neighborhoods. They gangster, they got gangs. You come to LA, you get killed anywhere. But at the same time, man, they have something back. They have something to fall back on, man. These dudes, they can get out of prison. You know what I'm saying? Did a long bid, and they still got their room right there. The house, the yard, the front yard, the backyard, all that. I know this, man. But when you come from the projects and you get out and your family dead, you're going to become homeless in the projects. People sleeping walking around all night to the next day. Been there, done that, saw that. So, man, we as our young dudes as rappers coming up out of the projects, man, we gotta create a different strategy. A strategy that your own people in your neighborhood don't want you to come into the reality of. Because if you think about it, if you continuously keep pulling people out of the hood will be non and void. It will be desolate. There wouldn't be nobody around no more. Your hood will become a myth. It would disappear. So you got to think about the people that you messing with, man. Do they want you to take your people out of that community, or they just want you to dress it up, man? Got to think about this right here, man. And so, man, I just wanted to I was just thinking about this morning, man. How you know what I'm saying, basically how a project lifestyle is a different equation from a neighborhood lifestyle, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't have the same perspective and think that you can apply it to one place. You see what I'm saying? And think it'll work for the next place. Nah, it ain't working like that. So I'm telling you rappers out there that live in the projects, bro, get your people out of that area. Don't try to dress it up and make it look good and have foreign cars all out there with big ass chains on and all that shit, man. Because the conditions ain't gonna never change, man. And that's what community love is all about. It's about the love. The love makes you want to help build up, create generational wealth. Nah, we can't be dressing up no communities, man. That's over with, man. Look, man, we weren't never supposed to be living in the projects in the first place, bro. It's temporary housing. I tell people all the time, do not create generations of family members in the projects, man. Get the fuck out of them projects, man. They tear all them goddamn projects down for all I care. I don't give a damn, bro. Because that's not my home. I'm not attached to it. We got to stop being attached to the bricks, the sewer system, the parking lot, the liquor store, the park. We too attached to these things. You love your bricks more than you love your kids. You might as well go kiss the bricks every morning instead of kissing your kid every morning before you leave out the house. Too much dedication and too much attachment to a place that's government owned. They can shut it down anytime they want to. They can tear it down anytime they want to. And then put surveillance cameras and cameras up and say, you can't come over there no more. Because you ain't got no key to open the gate. We got to release that attachment. We attached to poverty. We attached to a place where there's blood and murder all on the walls. You see what I'm saying? Young black rapper that live in the projects, man. Stop being attached to your hood, man. Take them out and take them and develop a hood outside of them projects and shit. Put them all right there. All right, your gang then moved over here. But see, too much sentimental value, man. We got sentimental value. Man, homies then got killed by police. Blood being shed all on the streets. No, them places belong to Satan, bro. It belongs to Satan and his henchmen, which is the white man. Yeah, so man, we gotta let go of these sentimental values, man. That has no substance. That doesn't produce nothing but more hate, envy, lust, jealousy, murder, rape, robbery. Yeah. You can't dress the hood up, man. How is that going to benefit your community? The only thing that it benefits is more Instagram photos. That's all it's going to generate. It's not going to generate nothing else, man, by just standing outside all day with a chain on, leaning on a beamer, my nigga. So in short, man, let's keep our heads screwed on, man. Think about it. You know what I'm saying? Man, I thank y'all for, man, checking the video out, man. This is Notes for the Mind, man. You know what I'm saying? Just thoughts that I'll be having and shit, man.